An Afghan asylum seeker who tricked his way into Britain was today jailed for life with a minimum of 29 years for murdering an aspiring Royal Marine.
But only now, having fled Serbia where he's killed twice before, is he starting a life sentence in prison.
A Moroccan bloke slips into Hartlepool and decides that it's the perfect stage for a total horror show. A local septuagenarian, a bloke in his 70s collecting his pension, becomes the unwitting star of this terrorist's tirade. He committed a European tour, right, complete with rejections from both Finland and Germany, until he saunters into Britain unasked in 2020. And guess what? We in Britain, like mugs, let him stay.
Two men doused in petrol and set alight. 82-year-old Hashi Adowa and 70-year-old Mohammed Reyes had just attended prayers when Mohammed Abkar attempted to murder them on their way home. Originally from Sudan, Abkar came to the UK seeking asylum in 2017 and was granted leave to remain in 2019.
Now on to our top story today. The man subject to a nationwide manhunt following the chemical attack in Clapham yesterday was convicted of a sex offence in 2018 before being granted asylum.
Abdul Azidi has been named as the suspect and remains on the run. He was last seen in a Tesco store in North London yesterday with significant facial injuries.
This is a story that has literally made my blood boil. An illegal immigrant who was jailed for raping, yes, raping a young woman at knife point, has escaped deportation on medical grounds. I know. 43-year-old Joachim Cardos was diagnosed with schizophrenia while serving his sentence for raping a woman, but a judge in Scotland has now ruled that sending him back to the Gambia would potentially be a breach of his human rights.
Nearly 20 years ago, we had an illegal migrant on a flight about to be sent to sent the hell out of our country, to be frank, but his deportation was blocked by a do-gooder cabin crew from Air France, no less. Fast forward to today, and that same migrant has just pleaded guilty to the rape of a 15-year-old British girl. So, meet Anisette Mayella. Here he is. As you can see, he became a poster boy for the anti-deportation movement and campaigners after using human rights laws to fight his return to the Republic of the Congo. Well, here's another one for you. It's been revealed a child rapist is now also allowed to stay in the UK after arguing that being deported would harm his mental health. The guy cannot be named or pictured, so you have to deal with a silhouette, which is pretty handy, I guess, when it comes to public safety. But the Sun newspaper reports he was jailed for attacking a teenage girl, a British girl, and was due to be kicked out of Britain in 2014. He appealed by claiming he could not be treated for depression or PTSD in his native Eritrea in East Africa. But now, in a damning indictment of what a complete doormat for scumbags Britain has become, the appeal has been upheld after a doctor said he would be more likely to kill himself if he returned home. The decision was made despite a security report finding he posed a medium risk to the British public. He was also likely to have been punished for evading national service duty as a teenager back in his home country. So look, just as a reminder, not only do we have a rapist on our hands that we can't get rid of because it might hurt his feelings, he's also a coward too.
Now, a convicted Rochdale grooming gang leader is still living in the UK, an astonishing 9 years after he was ordered to be deported. Ringleader Kari Abdul Rauf was told he would be packed off to Pakistan after serving a jail term for child sex offences.